Hi lovelies! You guys know that I am all about making your lives in the kitchen easier, and in my opinion, the best way to do that is with meal prep. Let's be honest, you do the work on Sunday and then you're eating well all week long. Today, I'm gonna be sharing one of my very favorite meal preps. It's this absolutely incredible Korean chicken served up with some rice and this amazing slaw. And the best part is, it is so simple to make. Just before I get to that, I wanted to remind you guys that I've got 4 brand new ebooks over on my website, thedomesticgeek.com. I hope you will check them out. I've got dessert covered, breakfast, one-pot meals, and 30-minute meal ideas. Let's be honest, we could all use more 30-minute meals in our lives. I hope you guys love them. All the details are in the description box. Now, without further ado, we're gonna get to this amazing Korean chicken meal prep, which all starts with a sauce that's going to double as the dressing for my salad, as well as the sauce for my chicken. So you get double duty with the same sauce. No muss, no fuss. So I'm getting started with some oil in my bowl. These days, I'm using avocado oil in most of my cooking, but you can pretty much use any kind of flavorless oil you like or you have on hand. To that, I'm going to be adding some soy sauce, some rice vinegar, some honey, and some sriracha. I like to add a little bit of heat to this. You can skip the sriracha, absolutely. If you're just not a fan of the heat, that's totally fine. I've got some I had some freshly grated ginger, but I no longer have it. Stand by. And then to really maximize the flavor, I've got some freshly grated ginger headed in here, as well as some freshly grated garlic. And I really like grating my garlic in this recipe because we are going to be using this as a salad dressing. So if you're using minced garlic, nobody wants to bite into garlic. You want the flavor, but not that sort of crunchy texture. So grating it is the secret. Then we're just gonna give this a nice whisk, and we will set half aside for our chicken and use the other half to dress our beautiful salad. Now, like I said earlier, I am all about making things in the kitchen as easy as possible. So this week, I'm actually using some prepackaged coleslaw mix. So this is a mixture of some kale, different kinds of cabbage, and some broccoli too. There's tons of different coleslaw mixes at most supermarkets that you can use, but this is my personal favorite. And I'm just gonna go ahead and pour that dressing that we made right over my coleslaw mix. And what's great about using a hearty coleslaw mix like this is that it really stands up well to a dressing over a long period of time. So you can enjoy this for 3 or 4 days and it's still going to maintain its texture quite a bit better than, say, a regular type of lettuce would. Now that I've got that all tossed up, I'm good to set this aside and I'm gonna get to work on cooking up my chicken, which again is super fast and easy. I'm here for you people. Quick and easy meal prep. Lots of nutrition, lots of flavor. What is not to love? Now for this recipe, I have opted for some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And I have to tell you, especially in a meal prep scenario, chicken thighs are the way to go. They are a little fattier and a little more tender. And so they tend to stand up a little better in the refrigerator over time than, say, chicken breasts, which can get really dry. I'm just gonna season these up with a little bit of salt and pepper before I get them into my pan. I've got a nice big skillet here. I'm gonna heat it up over medium-high heat with just a little bit of oil. Now, just as soon as that oil is nice and hot, we can go ahead and get our chicken into the pan. I'm gonna start top side down just to get a nice sort of golden crust happening. And then I'll season up the bottom with a little more salt and pepper. And we just wanna give these a few minutes to get some nice browning happening before I go ahead and add that really flavorful sauce. If you add your sauce too early, because of that honey, it will start to burn, and that's not what you want. You wanna make sure that the sauce stays really, really nice, and it's just gonna coat this chicken after most of the cooking is already done. Once that chicken is nice and brown on the underside, you can go ahead and flip it over, and we'll go ahead and let it cook up on the bottom. But at this point, we are ready to add our sauce. So I've got that leftover sauce hanging out and I'm just gonna pour that all over my chicken, making sure it gets nice and well coated. Now, we're just gonna reduce our heat at this point to about medium-low. You want your chicken to cook up in that sauce, low and slow. What's gonna happen is the sauce is gonna start to reduce and get nice and sort of thick and syrupy, and that is a good sign. The important part here is to just keep flipping your chicken regularly so that it's getting coated on all sides in that incredible sauce. All right, so you'll know these are ready when they reach a safe internal temperature of 165 degrees on a meat thermometer. And when that sauce is bubbling and reduced and almost gone, you can see it's coated the chicken so beautifully and added the most intense flavor. Caramelized and so delicious. I am very excited for you to try this recipe. Guys, this chicken tastes absolutely divine. Of course, it can be enjoyed right away, but I think it holds up really, really well in the refrigerator, which is why it's perfect for meal prep. I like to serve it up with some cooked rice and that really flavorful slaw that we cooked earlier. And honestly, guys, this is a meal prep made in heaven. Don't believe me? I hope you'll give it a try for yourselves. If you do, be sure to tweet me, Instagram me, or Facebook me a photo, because you know how much I love seeing your kitchen creations. This recipe, like all of my recipes, is featured on the domesticgeek.com, our amazing website, where I also happen to have 4 brand new ebooks to share with you guys. I've got a dessert ebook, a breakfast ebook, a one-pot ebook, and a 30-minute meals ebook that is guaranteed to make your lives in the kitchen easier, which, as you guys know, I am all about. I hope you love them as much as I do. All those details are available in the description box below. Thank you guys so much for watching. And finally, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe because there is lots more deliciousness where this came from.